Good morning everyone. How are you all doing? Today is a Friday. Alright, let's start our new lesson which we started yesterday. Let's continue with it. It's chapter 8, length. Open up your maths course book please. Alright, maths course book 1A. We'll be doing page number 107. Open up page number 117. Okay, now draw a line and write down today's date. You have enough space on the light blue color background page. Okay, draw a straight line, write down today's date, that is 23rd of October 23 October 2020. Alright, let's start the lesson. As you can see on the page, you can see David. He's saying something. Let's read what's written in the cloud. Let's measure the length of this racket. So he's holding a racket and he wants to measure the length of the racket, how long it is. So Bala has measured the length of the racket correctly and why. Okay, now what happened? So as you know, there are 4 friends, David, Callie, Annie and Bala. So David has come up with an idea of measuring his racket. So Annie says, okay, let's take a straw and we imagine one straw as one unit. Okay, so she puts the straw far apart. Okay, she gives space between the straws and she says, I think need 3 straws to measure it. Then Callie says, no, you look at the shape, it should go this way. Alright, but Bala says, no guys, it should be kept on the floor and then you have to connect. There should be no distance between the straws and it has to be together, kept together to measure correctly. So he keeps the straws together and in a straight line rather than this crooked way. So this is the right way to measure the object. Okay, so you should always measure the object as an outline. Okay, not going according to the shape of it. Alright, or putting distance, keeping distance between the measuring things, whether you're using a straw or a pencil or a pen, okay, or a pin. Okay, so here this is the correct way to measure any object. You need to connect it. So now they have given you an activity saying use toothpicks to measure the length of your course book. So if you do not have a toothpick at home, you can use you can use any pin, paper clip, or you can even use come up with creative ideas what you can connect and measure the length of the course book. Okay, so do this at home. Write down how many of what did you use. They said toothpick. If you have a toothpick, what's a toothpick? Do you all know what's a toothpick? Sometimes after food, after we have our lunch or dinner, substance like meat or leafy vegetables, they get stuck in between our teeth. So what do we use? We use a dental floss or a toothpick. That means we use a wooden sharp pointed stick to dig between our teeth, okay, to clear it up. That's a toothpick. So if you have a toothpick, it would be great for you to measure the course book. And if you don't have a toothpick, come out with an idea to measure. Okay, if you can't, it's okay, because this is not a compulsory activity. Okay, but it would be fun if you could do it. Page number 118. Let's flip to page number 118. Okay, today's topic is about, we are going to estimate. What do you mean by estimate? Estimate means you are not sure about something, but you're very nearby to that amount. Say for example, looking at this desk. open your hand wide. They want you to open your hand wide. That is your thumb and your fingers all should be broadly opened. Okay. Measure the length of your desk using your fist, your hand as 1 unit. So when you are measuring, your hand should go this way. We start with a starting point, that is with our thumb, and we finish at our pinky finger. So I join here. This is 1. Then I come here 2. This is 3, 4. So this is the way you measure using your hand. Alright, you connect your thumb and your little pinky to have 1. See, if I say 1, it's here. If it is there, I have to put here. Okay, say from here to here, this is 2. So this is 2. Okay, from here to here is 3. Alright. So this is the distance of 3 hands. Okay, 3 hand far. How I ask you to give finger distance gap between the words, the same way. Alright. Now, they say you have to measure the length of your desk. Well, you all are not in your class that you can measure the length of the desk. What you can do is, any table in your house, you can try to measure. First, you have to estimate. Estimate means just a random number. What do you think? According to you, how many units would you need? Say for example, I would just guess. I think it is 6 units long. Okay, but when I really check correctly, it is how many units long, I will get the correct answer. So when I checked, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But this is, the correct answer is, it's 9 units long. So write down, it's just an estimation. The first one is just an estimation. When I looked at it, I did not measure. I just came out with an idea, rough idea saying that it might be 6 units long. But when I really counted, because my finger is equivalent to this size. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So I got 9 units long. So you can copy this. 6 is an estimated number and 9 is an actual number. Now, footprint. Use footprint as 1 unit. Estimate the length of a skipping rope, then measure. Okay, this also we are not very sure. If we were in the class, we would have done this correctly. Okay, but then I'm just going to give you an estimated number. Okay, estimated number would be, when you see this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what do we say? I might estimate this will be 7 units long. 7 units, the footprints. I'm just estimating. It is not for sure. I'm just estimating that this is 7 units long, alright? But then when I really checked correctly and carefully by putting my finger to measure the rope, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I ended up having only 6 footprints. 6 footprints. So just randomly copy this number. 7, estimation is 7 units, which is not correct. I just estimated, but the correct is 6 units long. Alright, now come to page number 119. It says, which is longer? Okay, there is a chopstick and a marker pen. So they are asking which is longer, a chopstick or a marker pen. Which looks longer? It's the marker pen. So you will write there in the box, write down pen. We are doing page number 119 2A. Okay, the first question is, which is longer, a chopstick or a pen? So after a question mark, you will write in the box pen. You don't have space, write it outside the box. 2B question, do you need more chopsticks or more pens to measure the length of the tennis bat? This is the tennis bat. Which would you need more, chopsticks or the pen? So now let's look at this. We need to find out whether how many chopsticks, let's count how many chopsticks have we used and how many pens have we used to measure. Now look at the chopsticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So write on 5 at the end. And 1, 2, 3, only 3 pens. So which one did we use more, chopstick or pen? Definitely we use the chopstick. Why? Because the chopstick is shorter. Alright? It's not long, it's short. So we need more to measure the table tennis bat. So in the box you will write, just write down the word stick. Okay, so you will need the stick, more sticks to measure the tennis bat. Now let us see, the tennis bat is about how long? So now they are asking you how long, if you are using a stick, long, and how many pens long. Okay. Draw the stick and the pen. I'm just going to write the word. Now, just now we counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please write here. And how many pens? 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 pens. If you can see here carefully, look into your book. Now, letter D. Do you need more paper clips or pencils to measure the length of the bat, and why? That's a very good question. They are asking you, do you need more of paper clips or pencils? Just remember, we need to imagine paper clips are this size, pencils are longer. So you will need more of paper clips because they are small. So write down here in the box, they have asked you, do you need more paper clips or pencils to measure the bat? So write down in the box, paper clip, or just write down the word clip. Just write down the word clip, paper clip, because the box is small, so just write down the word clip. Why? Because it is short. They asked you the question, why do you need more? Because it is short. The paper clip is short. Just write on the word short. So if it is shorter, you need more to measure the bat. But if it is longer, like a pencil, like a pen here, the pencil is longer compared to the paper clip. So you will need only 2 or 3 to measure the table tennis bat. Okay. Now, let's go to letter E. The pencil is as long as the pen. Do you need more pencil or pen to measure the length of the bat? What would you need more? The pencil is as long. So the pencil is the same size as the pen. So do you think you need more pencil or pen to measure the length of the bat? No, you don't need more. You don't need more because they both are the same length. So they are asking you, do you need more? So you got to write the answer. No, you don't need more. Okay? And why? Because they both are the same They both are the same size, same length. Both are the same length. No need to write, it's too long, no need to write. I'm writing here for you to understand. You don't need to, you just fill in know and understand this, because these both pencil and the pen, they both are the same length, so you do not need more. If you keep the pencil here, it will be the same amount. It will be 3 pencils. Okay, now what about come to number 3. Would you use a footprint or a paper clip to measure the length of your pencil? Do you need to measure the pencil using a paper clip or your footprint? You don't need a footprint. Footprint is you take your foot and put it beside and you come. I don't think so you need your footprint. You will need the paper clip. Would you use a footprint or a paper clip to measure the length of the pencil? Write down in the box clip, because the box is small. Just write down clip. You will use a paper clip to measure a pencil. You don't need a footprint. What about your bed? When you have to measure your bed, do you think you will measure it with your paper clip? No, because it's very short. You don't need, it is difficult to measure something big with small, tiny object. So it is better to use a footprint to measure your bed rather than your paper clip. Now, what about your bed? What will you do with the bed? You will use the footprint. Here in the box, write down footprint. The spelling is given. The spelling is given in the book. On the foot, the word is written footprint. Okay? So, I am sure you cannot fit in the word in the box. So, write at the bottom. Okay, you will just need to write the word footprint, and later when you have time, you measure your bed walking from one end to the other, measuring step foot by foot. Do not give any gap. Remember I told you, so you put your feet here, then second left in first with your left, followed with your right, then pick up your left, bring it in front, then followed with the right. So how many footprints, how many steps did you take to measure the bed? You please note down. Okay, so that is how you can find out a height or length of some objects. There are so many things to measure. We usually use a measuring tape or a ruler to measure, but in case if we don't have that, we can always use our hands or our footprints to measure. Okay, alright, finish this work. Then for maths homework, you will have work in your maths activity book. Alright, I'll be sharing the page numbers on the Google Classroom. Have a wonderful weekend. I will see you on Monday. Bye for now.